Okay, hello again everyone. Now let's tackle the second requirement of this activity-based costing demo. And in this one we are going to compute the total cost and the average cost per patient for both the general surgery and the orthopedic surgery units. So let's do general surgery first. Now we have the solution from part 1 in front of us, and I'm going to get rid of this text here. We know that's in per hour, per patient, and per square foot. Okay, and I'm simply going to add in the information we need to solve it. So for general surgery, why don't I write general surgery here? If I can type it right. And we'll just center that across the block. And what we need to know is what's the cost driver, what's the cost per driver unit. That's really that column right there, so that's already there, and the allocated cost. Okay, well, if that's the case, I really can center this just over the two columns. And why don't I do that very quickly here? We'll take that wrap text off, and I will center it using the merge command, underline it, and you can see it. It's a little hidden from the description, but I think you can read it good enough. Alright, so we know that from above the number of hours is 2,500 for general surgery, right? You see that to the left of my mouse. The cost is 150, so the allocated cost should be the multiplicative effect of the cost driver times the drives, times the cost driver times the cost per driver. So that's 375,000. I'll actually put dollars around it so you understand that that's in dollars. And in fact, we probably should have put a dollar sign around this one. Of course, it doesn't want to behave because I've changed the columns. Well, I'll leave it alone for now. We'll just move on. The cost driver for the patient services and supplies is 70. Did I do this wrong? It's 400 patients. 400 patients from the left of the mouse right there. Okay. So if we multiply that, we come up with $20,000. And now near the bottom of your screen, we need to determine the cost driver for the building cost. And the cost driver for the building cost for general surgery is 500 square feet. Multiply that. And we've now solved the problem of allocating the general surgery cost using ABC. Now that's individually. We would need to sum that. So let me just let me set the freeze the pane so I can slide a little bit here, and you can see a little bit more. I'll slide up one line. So if we needed to determine the total and the average, we could write the word total here. Sum those three to come up with 445,000, right? Could put a dollar sign on that if we like. And if we wanted to determine the average cost per patient, we would simply divide it by the number of patients, right? So why don't I put the word average in here? I'll center that. We'll wrap this text so you can see that better. Oh, and let me slide down because I think I've slid out of sight there. Now you should be able to see it. We could take that number divided by the number of patients, which was, what, 400? So we come up with 1,113 is our average cost per patient. And that solves our answer for general surgery. Now, let's do the same thing with orthopedic surgery. So what I'm going to do is copy all of this, and then I will just slide down. I know you didn't see me make that copy. Let me take the freeze pane off. I'll unfreeze it. I will freeze the pane here, I think. And let's see if that'll slide a little bit better for us. Yes, that looks good. This is now orthopedic surgery. And we're going to need to put in some new pieces of data here. Now, the cost for orthopedic surgery, the cost driver is to the left of there would be 7,500 hours. Patient service, orthopedic is 100. Building cost is the 1,000 square feet, right? So we still use the same 150 and 50 and 100 cost per drivers, those numbers there. So these formulas should be all correct just by multiplying the cost per driver times the cost. And we come up with a new total and a new average. And those two numbers there are the total and average, and that solves the problem for the orthopedic group, everyone. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the demo.